And here we have my mixture of flowers, just a bit of anything and everything in here. Seedlings that I grew on and just seeds scattered. There are nettles coming back again, so again it needs weeding, but you can see that there's quite a lot of new seedlings coming up. So hopefully they're the ones I put in. And the lily of the valley over there. Then there's some beetroots there that I just put outside to see how they did. Not happy at all. Frosted them over the night. And then we've got some shallots here that are putting on plenty of growth. I got these sets, just put them straight in. 8 of them. That one was the one that wasn't happy at first, and then I reseeded it and now it is. So again, needs another weed. Then I'm gonna have either parsnips or sweet corn in that bed. The one over there I weeded either parsnips or sweet corn, depending which one is which. That tub there is the old strawberries, so they're all coming out, and I've got a giant rhubarb to go in there. And then this one is going to be Cobra French beans. Last week, if you go back from my videos, you'll see that I reseeded this bed again. Quarter of shallots, and then the 3 other quarters of different types of onions, because I did them in November last year and I must have done them wrong or too late because nothing came up. These ones were the ones I had grown out, pots. And then there's more stuff in there. My mate Jack, I've let him use that. One of the old timers. There's some strawberries down there that we're going in my strawberry planter. And we go in the greenhouse. And there's 6 of my chilli plants. There were seeds I got off eBay that are apparently Pepper X, but probably not. But I've got 6 of them that needs weeding. These dandelions burst everywhere, so. And then in there, there's just some random peppers that I've left to rot and grow themselves. This, if my memory serves me correctly, is the loofah gourd. I can't remember what they are yet. Label, people. Label. Again with that one, they're marigold tray. They're from my own seeds that I grew last year. I just filled it with seeds and left it to. There's a mixture of everything I'm trying to grow in here. There's actually one, I think, coming out. It'll be written on the card what it is. Delphiniums. I got some of them to grow at home in the cupboard and then I forgot about them, so now they're really leggy. That's a mixture of flowers, if I remember. Their exhibition onions need to come out. They're just regular Alistair Gregg onions to come out. Sunflower there. And there was some chocolate habaneros in here, but they got knocked over, so I don't think they come in. So I just put 2 onions in because the I forgot what it were that was here that I gave back to Margaret. I got back to grow. Oh, there's one there. Clematis. So I managed to save one that, yeah, you can see where there's still some marigolds that have come up. They're all ones that I grew. I just filled it because I can't have enough marigolds. Calendula, turned into calendula green. It's expensive stuff. And I did say they were tulip bells, but they're not the Canterbury bells. Because I'm an idiot sometimes, but never mind. See, more dandelion seeds. So here we are, back in the polytunnel. Someone complained that the audio was terrible, so I invested in a microphone. You're welcome. So we're just going to weed this. Get all these out. So first port of call is to rescue that guy. See? Tomato plant. All this chickweed. And a stone. So we'll get him out, put him to one side. Comes with the bed being dry. It's quite easy just to pull him up. So one tomato rescued. do a little shake. And what I'll do when I replant it, I will pull that leaf off and plant it up to here. Sorry. Replant it and plant it there. And then it'll be able to build a nice strong root system. I'm sure that's what they all say on the internet. It's like a patent, never mind. Not the word I was looking for. But yeah, so the rest of it can go. Apart from when I get to the end, where that one and the calendula. I'm not sure if that's a lamb's leaf. Lamb, I don't know. So yeah, I'm just going to do that right quick. Then sneak some tomatoes in. Well no, I need to hydrate it first. So far, I'll share that between the chickens. It's actually good for you, but it's just not for me. I shake most of it off. Some of it can drop back into the bed and feed the bed as well. I'm just going to start filling with water. There's still some chickweed there, but there's 3 or 4 calendula, 3 tomatoes. I think that corners of sunflower. I'm not sure. It's always the case just to leave them a little bit and then see what they develop into and then pull them out. Here we are so far. This is why I'm going to take them out first, because nothing's surviving once I've done this. It's starting to all water now. Much better. Well, you could call this a trial run before I do the other beds. And I've had to take half of it out. So, them should be fun. Just keep the water moving and it don't go straight out the bottom. I've got a mic now, so I do apologise if the heavy breathing is being picked up. I will pause it and finish it, then come back just so you've got an idea, because it is working. But degrees, nearly 30 degrees Fahrenheit, nearly 30 degrees Celsius, 8 degrees Fahrenheit, 35% humidity. It's certainly saturated now compared to what it were. And you managed to save them there and not let it landslide. Half of it in there is now a big soggy bucket, but that's going to go in next. I just left that in there for now. There we go. Sweating. There's still some in there, but that's just to rot into the... Also, if you'd have noticed, eagle eye viewers amongst us, I put some eggshell in there. Now I'm just going to put my tomatoes in, but first I'm going to dig a hole. I'm going to put some well-rotted horse manure in the hole. See how we space them out so that there's not going to get any powdery mildew. Took my brain a few minutes to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should be enough room for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Holes have been dibbed with well-rotted horse manure. They'll just drop right in. Backfill it halfway. I'll see what I'm doing, so alright, left-handed. You get the idea. So that's 2 seedlings from last year, self-germinated. That's 1, 2. Obviously I've had to make them a bit bigger for the... What we do is pinch off these bottom ones, put them in the hole. Press her in and backfill around it. get rid of some of these. Don't need to be right on the surface, so. And these are Sergeant Pepper heirloom tomatoes that I got off eBay. That the chairman kindly germinated for me, because these are the pepper gar, as I previously said. So yeah, anyone else that's got an allotment, is there anyone on your site that's well known for being a specialist in a certain field, so to speak, you know what I mean? Like we have the chairman who's a specialist in growing tomatoes, and the ex-chairman who's a specialist in growing leeks, who's actually quite well known. He does judging and whatnot, but he's in his 80s now, so he's retired. But 3 left. Not going to be enough room. Might make some more room, or I might put one somewhere separately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I was going to put one in a pot in the greenhouse, but it should. If I train them 2 away from each other, and that one this way, that one down the middle, that one down the middle, that one away from that one, them 2 can go up canes over there. Time for a drink. I am dripping with sweat in here. This is the strawberry planter so far. It's got 2 inches of soil out, topsoil, which should be nice and nutritious. What's in there? Just needs hydrating and sieving. And then that's garlic cloves that I bought from Asda. Random potato in there for some reason. I just bought a packet of cheap cloves from Asda and stuck them in the ground. And now look at them. Didn't even split them up. Pulled too many. And it's got a substantial amount of weight to it now. I need to find somewhere to put it where it's nice and safe out of the way. So far, probably halfway around. Just putting a bit of rotted soil, the chimking soil in, putting one of the flowers in, plants in, strawberries in, then I'll just put something in the top like a sunflower, or I might use my last canaceous. So in here there is some self-seeded strawberries. Say that 10 times fast. And I'm just pulling some out and putting them in that strawberry tower. Most of the ones that are flowered that are swamped. Sun has decided to come out. I stripped some of the old chilli plants that just weren't coming. I emptied that. It was buried. Had a tree growing in it. So we've got 1 spud in there. Them onions are from the house that were going to seed, so I put them in the pot and left them to it. Then we've got 3 more over there. 1 potato in each, 1 bricks, and then 3 more over there, 1 potato each. That one was in the polytunnel, so that's nice and happy. And then there's 2 in the polytunnel as well. So I just need to make some room and then put them on some bricks. Just giving here. Had the sprinklers on for half an hour, so unfortunately it might mist up. So we've got the other spuds down here. That one there is still not showing, but the rest have. Then the Sergeant Pepper tomatoes that I put in. And also some little random ones that were self-seeded from last year on the edges. And these are marigolds that I just put in from my own seeds last year just to be a companion with. Unfortunately, I think that was the loofah and something's eating it, because it was just showing and now it's not, so I might have to do them again. Beetroots need weeding, carrots need weeding, these 3 beds need hydrating, this salad all needs pulling out because it's gone to seed. So it's a somewhat overcast bank holiday Monday on the plot, and I have just mulched the 2 potato tubs that I did the weekend. That one has actually started to surface, and this one I've just done now, and it is the Vitalotti, I think, purple potato. I actually grew them last year, but I didn't water as much as I thought I did, so the crop was a bit miserable. So the spud itself was only about that big with a little chit on it, so I'm just going to chuck it in this huge tub. It's got some old compost in there, some well-rotted horse manure in there, and just some of this pine shavings from mulch on top. There was also some wood louse in there, so they will be soon leaving. And then the mint's in there just to get the odd ants out.